This is something you got to be careful about out there, I will still say, because someone went out there and tried to pretend like they're Brad Pitt's mom and then wrapped in Brad Pitt to date this person. But I'll tell you about that. But a spokesperson from Brad Pitt came forward and said about this whole situation. There's a 53-year-old French woman who was scammed out of $850,000 by online fraudsters saying they were actually Brad Pitt. Yes. And Brad Pitt's representation came from, Brad Pitt didn't say it, but his representation came forward and said, it's awful that scammers take advantage of the strong bond between fans and celebrities, but this is an important reminder not to respond to unsolicited online outreach, especially from actors who have no social media presence. Now, that's what happened. So September 2023, this lady, she received a message from an Instagram account from someone who came to be Brad Pitt's mother. Now, Pitt's mother quickly played matchmaker and connected her with the actor. Now, the scammers used fake media accounts and AI-generated selfies to appear as if Pitt was in actual correspondence with them. All right. And then after a year of communicating, a year, the scammers said that Brad Pitt had an important situation. He had an emergency with kidney cancer he had to be treated with. And Angelina Jolie had frozen all of his money so he couldn't pay for it at the time. And at that point, they transferred them $850,000.
Shut up. That is like crazy. What?
Right. And then actually after all this, she didn't even realize it was fake until she saw in the tabloid that Brad Pitt was with his different girlfriend, not with Angelina at all, and realized that. Then she called the police, the French police. Was like, what happened? And an investigation came from there. So people have been talking about this online, being like, but like this kind of thing happens. It's like you can't believe a lot of stuff online. You know, how do you get to that point? That's it. That's a long scam, a year to hold in there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even an AI generating pictures and trying to make it look like it's legit. But I just still think, like, you know, it's how you can believe that's actually Brad Pitt's mother playing matchmaker. I just don't see.
It reminds me of those shows too, like on Netflix, like those people, like that one woman that said she got like scammed for like from this guy that she was talking to for like 8 years, and then you've never met the guy, but you were giving him money. Like, come on, dude, come on, like, yeah, you guys, you got to live in a physical world.
There's
like
three letters for people like that. SOS.
Acronyms. Give me MGR.
SOS.
Stuck on stupid.
Oh, that's right. Well,
Stuck
you know
on
that.
Something. Yeah.
Stuck on, yeah. But it's sad this happens to people. But this one kind of got big because it was Brad Pitt, and he finally has representation came forward. I'm waiting for him to say even more, but they probably curated that message together. But he did eventually say something, which kind of you have to after a while. I think that's a big thing in the news about like someone pretending to be you and scamming someone out of almost $1 million, and how this lady just gave him $850,000 to. Like, that's a lot of money. Are they scamming somebody rich? Maybe they. But how do you wait a year and never meet the person and believe social media?
That's
Angela, is this something
like that's where it's goofy? It's like you have to like at some point, like it's like online dating or something. You got to physically meet if they're normal or whatever, obviously. But like you have to physically meet people. You need to like see, like somebody has to show they're there. Like I know we have all this AI stuff now, right? But like, come on, like. You guys,
well, that's
like,
the big thing.
There's Zoom. There's something you can do things to like actually see if somebody's legit. I mean, AI is not complete foolproof by any means, but like this is ridiculous. Like $850,000. Like obviously this person had a shit ton of money, but I mean there was clearly something going. A screw is loose because I mean, okay, I get there was a scammer, an imposter, but like some of these people are somewhat easy to sniff out. You just gotta like. I should say. I mean, not sniff out, but sniff out. Like
Countess, that's great.
I just can't believe $850,000. You got to be kidding me.
Thanks for watching, Meryl.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, how do you get to that point, though? How do you go like a whole year and never meet the person or have that kind of conversation, and then give? I mean, after a year, you would think there'd be a connection, a bond, I guess.
I mean, I would be happy to take $150,000, but I mean, I would not going to be an imposter or something. Like, what I mean? If somebody wants to, but I don't know, like how, like, come on, like pick up a magazine. I mean, is it just some PR? I don't really know why. It really wouldn't be a PR stunt, but it just seems so bizarre. Like. What Brad Pitt's not just going to slide into your DMs, okay? Like,
well, it was his mother first. And his mother connected the dots. You'd be great for my son, Brad.
Right. Like, I mean, I highly doubt.
I'm sorry for the victim
Mother
too,
Pitt
Kira.
is, I mean, she's too busy loving Jennifer Aniston. I don't think that's happening. But like,
Yeah, but I love that I said that it was because that Angelina Jolie had frozen his funds.
I know. Like, come on.
I'm like, I mean, getting creative enough, like the person's not paying attention, I guess, to the media enough. I guess you can kind of trick them that way. Maybe I guess she didn't have no idea.
On a TV.
French too. You know how the French are.
Do we know any
I'm just kidding. I'm not.
details
My
about
family's
this
French.
victim? Do we know any details about this person?
That's as far as I've actually found about this person, Val.
Yeah.
They're still putting stuff out there. But what do you think? Is this like maybe someone who could have maybe known somebody in that circle? That's why they got scammed.
For me, it kind of sounds like when maybe somebody who doesn't have the best media literacy, somebody who just isn't really great at detecting what AI looks like, or somebody who just, I don't know, doesn't understand the media that well, gets an email from an Arabian prince because they need all this money,
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I know.
And that's really sad, because I'm like, how does this person, you wonder, it's like, did they just truly, like, do they not know anything about Brad Pitt's social life? Or, like, I don't know. It's just crazy. Or do they just really want to believe, like, wow, somebody really loves me? Like, when somebody falls for, like, a cult, they're like, I really want to believe this.
Here's a letter, Val. My love for you is true, feeling from my heart and forever. Please forgive me and accept me. It is because I love you and I am very much in love with you. Handwritten letter from Brad Pitt.
I just want to, like, give this person a hug. That's so bad.
Yeah.
ChatGPT wrote that.
They need to have some front. I don't know what's going on, but that's definitely, I don't think Brad Pitt's really writing like that. So.
And there was multiple women too. There was another woman too that was both over the age of 60. I believe they lacked romantic relationships and states of depression. They're also saying too that they were targeting women like that. But the one gave $850,000. That's a lot of money. So.
I recently had a model, some guy who's a model from the UK, like all of a sudden was like friended me, and then we have some similar LA like friends, New York people like in the entertainment industry. So I kind of thought, well, maybe it's this person, and then I looked and I'm like, no, it can't be, because he's also married to somebody, and I'm like, that wouldn't make any sense why he's reaching out to me and like trying to, it wasn't like romantic full on, but it was definitely like, this is suspicious. You know what I mean? It's obviously a scammer. But I don't know. Like, it's just weird how these people do stuff. It's odd. But I would never in a million years fall for it.
I know. That's you think.
I am, or,
right? Like, this is not them. But it could be a thing, too, that's coming down to, like, the AI thing, too. It's some of that's a bigger conversation. If people are able to make better images, and you would think you could be able to tell the AI. But, GR, do you think this is a thing that could become bigger and bigger down the line, too, with fake celebrities and people getting scammed because of how AI has been advancing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to put it bluntly, there's sucker born every minute, Brian, and people are going to get hit with this stuff and buy it. And it's a shame especially when it's a person that's, shall we say, youth deprived and doesn't have a love interest. They can walk right into it, unfortunately. And I mean, to give somebody $850,000, as I think Angela said it, they must have a shit pot of money.
Yeah. And you saw Queen said, too. She said that she once had a fake celebrity come after her, talking to her, and she asked a few questions and actually figured it out. Which, again, like, you have to be on your guard for that. I think if you're in the situation like maybe these women were, and those one especially, where you are lonely like that, right? And sometimes you put those guards down even and think sometimes, right?
But people try all sorts of scams. I mean, I've been hit on. One time I went dating some military people, and I ask a couple of questions. I can tell right away they're no more military than the moon is made of green cheese. You know, it's just a joke when people will try.
Moldy cheese.
Yeah, you found that out quick.
No, only green cheese. It's not moldy. It's just green.
Oh, I was like, well, moldy, green, blue cheese, it's all the same. Like, just,
Captain Kirk. Did Queen say she was scammed by Captain Kirk a little bit, or tried to be scammed?
I
man.
trimmed.
Yeah, William Shatner.
what a hottie. Yeah, William.
Yeah.
What a hottie just to be, scammed by William Shatner. Like,
There you go.
hello, Queen.
Right? I can't. Hello, Queen. It's so nice to meet you tonight. We're going to go on a date. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I remember-
far, far, far away.
I remember,
What was the Star Trek? What was this thing? What was that like? What was the thing they said? Like the Star Trek captains.
They would
To
say.
boldly go where no one has gone
yeah.
before.
Oh, I'm sure they're planning on going somewhere where no one's gone
Yeah,
before.
that's a Jordan.
Bank
That's
account.
Jordan.
Your bank.
Yeah, right. Mike Casey, Mike met Shatner one time leaving a sound stage. I love this story. Mike was like trying to walk in there. He was working on Shit My Dad Says. And the sound stage was about to open the door, and the door burst open, and it was Shatner. He like bumped right into Mike. Mike's like, huh? And he goes, we're having a party. And then he ran away. That's all he said to Mike and ran away. And Mike's like, what? Never saw him again.
Can I come?
Yeah, right? I think Mike gave him like a wait, and he just ran away from him. So
Oh my god!
I've heard that Shatner's a good guy, but it's funny, you hear that. But scammers are everywhere. You got to be careful. I just don't. Well, I'm wondering if there'll be any kind of like someone actually gonna go after. I mean, can they catch this person, Angela? Because right now they haven't caught them. Do you think this is something that person will actually suffer big like ramifications for? Because it seems like these scammers get away a lot of times.
Well, I mean, imposing as somebody isn't like using someone else's likeness would be illegal. But I mean, it depends on where it's happening, right? Like, I mean, you're not supposed to, I mean, there's obviously, there are legal issues here for sure. But I don't know. It could be a
They're not gonna
circumstance.
get caught.
If you can't catch if you can't catch this person, then I mean, you're out $850,000, babe. Sorry. I don't know. I feel horrible, but like, you gotta use judgment. Use your judgment. Better judgment. Like, ask a friend. Ask a few friends. Hey, is this is this real? Am I delusional right now? Like, what's going on? Yeah, because you shouldn't be giving your money away.
Rope some friends in that conversation. Be like, am I insane?
Like,
These guys take the money and bounce them between like 4 or 5 or more accounts, so they never find them. They go through, the Cayman Islands. They go through places like that where there's no extradition.
Corpse. Yeah.
Some of them they won't tell you, but exactly, Brian, gone.
Never find them again. All the back channels and stuff through everything they're doing, the fake emails,
Well, if anyone
everything.
wants to give us, go ahead and throw some cash over here. I'll take $850,000 in 5 seconds.
Right. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't have to scam you. I'm right here. So, hey, hi, how are you? Like,
I love you too. Give me 850,000.
Yeah, right. Let's take it all and run. Take the money and go.
We will talk to you. We'll be your friends. No, I'm just kidding.
Val, do you see any people that are kind of look like they're like authentic actors on these? Because there's like the fake Jenna Ortega. You probably seen the fake Leonardo DiCaprio, stuff like that. Do you see any world where this becomes too scary and more people end up getting scammed by people like this?
I mean, I feel like since the dawn of celebrity, it's probably been a thing. Now with AI, it's going to be a lot worse. But I mean, what I want to know is how somebody, like how that person, like fake Brad Pitt, like scouted out these people and then was like, okay, this person is worth a year-long commitment to get that money. Like how did they know? Like how did they know this is going to be lucrative for me in the end?
It's not one person though. It's an organization.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a year-long scam.
You think there's multiple people like sending messages?
Yeah, they probably have, I think
Oh, hell
multiple people. Yeah. It's because they're just trying to keep that feeder network. Because if they lose one, they bring one back in, they find another. It's like it's a whole like system.
You think that Brad Pitt needs to say anything more about this, Val?
Not really. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
All he did was beat Brad Pitt.
right?
All he
And
did
some-
was live his life.
And then
Yeah.
people are just scamming based off that. You know, it's sad. But we're not going to ever
Yeah.
stop this
Yeah.
thing. Never going to stop it.
Would
Well,
have been nice, but
lesson
it
learned.
didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm just happy they
For
said
her.
something about it because the team came forward and said something. Because before people were like, is he going to say something? Yeah, I'd just be like, yeah, this is unfortunate. You know, this shouldn't be happening. And please don't take unsolicited comments like that and believe that it's just going to be that person because most of the time it is not.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.